Hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to another Glamour preview. We've looked at some outfits before, and usually every patch there's a new main Glamour item added to the game to make people rush over to their crafters and try and craft this as fast as possible. This is no different with 5.2, and this was with a new Weaver craft. Specifically, this is a rank 7 recipe, so a lot more people had access to it than we first thought, because it's obviously not a rank 8 recipe. This is obviously for level 80, and this is the Dalmascan Draped set. So we have the Dalmascan Draped top, the Dalmascan Draped bottoms, and the Dalmascan sandals. Now, the main ingredient in all of these is cloth softening powder. This specifically can be acquired from the new drop list added to the treasure map dungeons. So your time-worn Zanur skin maps that you do with 8 players and a portal sometimes spawns, you have a chance of getting that cloth softening powder within those treasure map dungeons now. And I believe you can also get them from just the treasure chests themselves when you find your map, but it's obviously a much lower chance. And they use quite a few of these. As you can see on the recipes listed on screen, the chest uses 3 of these cloth softening powders, 2 ethereal zinc and 2 sea swallow leather. The legs use 2 cloth softening powder, 2 ethereal silk and 2 sea swallow leather. And these shoes use 1 cloth softening powder, 2 Chalicotherium leather, well that's a mouthful, and 1 dwarven leather, and you can make some sandals. Now this isn't gender specific, but it does look different on each gender, so let's have a look at Meoni here in the background first. Yeah, so as you can see, it drapes quite nicely to go with the contours and curves of the female character. It's pretty much the same on all of the different races, apart from Lalafell, which has obviously a much flatter chest. And here's a generic male here. So yeah, obviously the main difference there is the area around the bust is much flatter, so the fabric doesn't expand quite as much. But apart from that, it's pretty much the same outfit. Now obviously this is a fully dyeable set, so I'd like to look at some dye options as well whilst we talk about this then. So basically, the first thing that comes to mind is a toga setup, which would go with the Dalmascan idea, but obviously there are some details on this that make it much more than just a set of toga and rags, which is what I first thought this was when I looked at it on the preview window. But it's not too bad looking. It's not personally my favorite look from 5.2. There's a lot of really great craftable items that just blow this out of the water, especially when you consider how much gil you might have to pour into this to purchase or craft this. If you don't have the materials from that treasure map dungeon, it could cost you quite a bit for something that does look average, in my own opinion. You may love this. One of the other standout points about this is that the chest and that sort of gown section are completely separate, as well as obviously the sandals being separate. So that chest is quite unique in that it's a separate contained sort of toga top with the bust there, and then we have this long draped skirt. So the chances are that the chest is probably going to be the most sought after of these items from this set, simply because obviously with that mixing and matching potential, it's the most unique and obviously the best looking part of this outfit. It dyes really well. I was quite surprised. I thought it would be a little bit grainy, but strong colors do look really good on this. I personally love black and white on this. I always say that with most sets, but this one in particular does look really good in white. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Medicus sets. What was it, like Greek-inspired sets that you can get from the PvP vendors over in the Wolf's Den Pier? It kind of has that kind of ring to it. Obviously, you know, based on ancient Dalmasca or something, or current Dalmasca, but yeah, it's not a bad set, but it's not the best looking outfit either. And currently, if you wanted to purchase this stuff, you're looking at anywhere from 4 to 5 million gil a piece of this set, and obviously there are 3 pieces, so pick and choose wisely. But it's probably obviously a lot cheaper to go into the treasure maps yourself, get lucky with rolls with your friends, and make this yourself if you can. Either way, let me know what you think about the Dalmascan Draped set below, whether this is something that actually interests you, or if you would actually prefer something to not be a long dress like this. I know a few people are against long dresses in the game, and I'm interested to see how you reacted to 5.2's edition of yet another long dress. Either way, keep it civil in the comment section, and I'll see you all next time.